Officials of the Federal Capital Territory, FCTA, have sealed off Wadata Plaza, the building housing the National Secretariat of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Abuja, over unpaid ground and tenancy rent. Lere Olayinka, the Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and Social Media to the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, said the plaza owes 7,603,504 naira 31 kobo as 28 years ground rent. The building was part of the structures sealed off by the FCT administration on Monday. Others included complexes housing, is a complex in Housing Commercial Bank, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, and the Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons at the Wuse Zone 5 and the nation's capital. At the FIRS, FCTA officials had clashed. Security guards and some staffs of the agency tried to prevent them from gaining entrance into the property, but they were later allowed into the building before sealing it off. According to Lere, the FIRS had not paid ground rent for 25 years. Monday's sealing came off a few months after the FCT administration lamented that over 6 billion naira had been lost as revenue due to non-compliance by some property owners in the payment of their ground rent for over 10 years. Last week, the FCTA, in a statement by Lere and the administration's Director, Department of Development Control, Mukhtar Galadima, ordered the taking of possession of the 4,794 properties revoked over non-payment of ground rent for between 10 and 4 to 3 years. I don't know if you come across the video of the scenario that occurred yesterday.
Yes.
You know, but the question is, for the Federal Inland Revenue Service to owe, what's that supposed to portray as a country? Let's look at that first before we refer to the Secretariat and the bank complex that was also sealed.
I think they say if you must go to what they call it, that if you must go to, if you must go to equity, you must go with what? With clean hand, isn't that what they said? Now it will be wrong. In fact, it sends wrong signal that the country is not working. How do I mean? How can you be in charge of collection of taxes and you are not paying your own tax, and you seal people's house, you see people's property, your own problem you cannot solve? I feel that it was business as usual before. I think that was what happened, what played. It's proving that it has been business as usual.
How do you mean it's been business?
When you say business as usual, I'm talking about people not doing what they are supposed to do before, all because maybe the person who was in charge is their friend. I've seen a situation like this where a friend will just put across a call, I'm in charge of that thing, leave it, just come and take receipt. Like how? Don't see the place of come and take receipt, come to the office. You now give the money that you're supposed to pay to the either state or federal government or local government, you now send it to a private pocket. And now, since you are sending it to a private pocket, since you are sending it to the private pocket, now look at what is playing today. Those people who this whole fund has been given to, these persons who this fund has been given to, the question is, what have they used it for? They are forgetting that the FCT minister, the former governor of Rivers State, is not just an ordinary man who you can mess with. It is not somebody who is blunt. It's not somebody who is gullible. That you will say, oh, because you are giving him appointment, he does not know what to do. No, he knows what to do. When he was the local government chairman, it was through him people knew there was money in the local government, Obiakpo local government. When he became the chief of staff, it was through there they knew, people of this state, Rivers State, knew that the chief of staff office exists. It was when they made him minister of education, I think state, or for state, was when people knew that there are more to education. It did not end there. They made him, he became the governor of the state. He began to unveil things that nobody has seen before then. Today, he's been made the FCT minister. And from what I know, FCT is changing and is also changing the narrative. He is saying, I am not here for favoritism. I am not also here to play card. I am here to do my job. And that job is what he's doing. From my own research, I was meant to understand that some persons were busy sharing this fund. And it is shameful, if you ask me.
So are you saying that funds have always been there to pay to
yes,
parents,
yes.
but they've not been paying them?
They were doing business as usual.
How about the PDP secretariat?
I'll come to that.
Okay.
I'll come to that.
Okay.
Because when I say they are doing man, no man, now look at it. Is it not shameful that you make collection of taxes, but you are not paying your own to the right source? Instead, you're giving to people who are your friends for you to also be part of those who are sharing this fund. I was told, I made my research and I was told that instead of them paying, what they will just do is to call whoever that is in charge, those who were there before now, they just do small business, and the person will not send small fund to you personal, not to the fund, not to the account of the FCT, where they share. And it's wrong. It is shameful. Now look at where they have found themselves. Is it not shameful to the international world? It is not shameful to the global. It is shameful that you are in charge of task collecting and you are not paying yours for how many years? It is shameful. So for the FCT minister to seal the place, he did not do bad. He has shown them that all those antics they be playing all this while, that there is something that has been watching them. And they have nothing to defend. They should come out and defend. No, they don't. They cannot defend it because they know that what they've been doing was a sham. Now let me come back to the Wadata. The Wadata, you are aware that the Wadata, all these years, I've heard them say, we have been making our payment, we have been making our payment. Who have you been making payment to? Who is the person? Mention the name of this person you have been paying to. You have been paying, why is the FCT minister coming now to say you are owing? Then if you are not owing, prove yourself. Have you heard any statement from anywhere? No. Have you heard anybody say what he did was wrong? No. Instead, the PDP caucus, as they call them, met yesterday. And nobody has made any statement. The reason they were meeting.
I heard there was they had to meet at the Bauchi headquarters.
Yes, they went there. They know no statement hasn't made until now. They know.
So there were actually statements. Some were citing the FCT minister over that he did the right thing by bringing them to book the defaulters of this ground rent, and some said that it could be a situation of having some altercation with some individuals in the party.
I don't see that. I don't see that to be truth, because you see, okay, why did they not say that him going to FIRS was witch hunting? Why did they not say that? Is it because no, this man has made it clear? You are aware. You are aware that he has been the one advising. He has been the one advising them on a way forward in order to solve the internal crisis that is rocking their party. He has been trying. He has told them. He has gone to them. He has been to them. He has said, this is what this is the 1, 2, 3 things you will do. And once you do this 1, 2, 3 things, once you do them, our party will be back alive. And we will achieve whatever goal we want to achieve. If you do this 1, 2, 3, 4 idea I am giving to you. And that was what he told them. If it does not mean well for the party, will he say that? No, he wouldn't have said that. But because he meant well for the party, that was the reason why he has always advised them on a way forward and a way to get the best result. I don't think he's witch hunting. Believe you me, he is doing the right thing. If they are not owing, let them come and tell the world. It's his party. I was expecting them to have made one statement like, he's which one? They have not made them official statement. They haven't. No one has said anything. All I heard them say is what he did was right. You go back to the filling station. They should prove themselves. He went to the filling station. He also sealed it. He told them, he said, you are owing for so years. They said, we've been paying. It's okay, bring your proof of payment.
And that 10 to 43 years duration, you made mention of the part where, probably the people that were supposed to oversee the payments and all of that process would issue receipts that is not due, that they did not pay for. For that period of time, is it that it's the same set of people that they had in office to, continue that in the same act?
Are you not aware that in Nigeria, we are in a country where nobody retires? Even at the age they're supposed to retire, they want to go and swear affidavits. In this country, it has been the same people. They have been the same people. If they are leaving, they bring another, they co-op a new person in the system, and that thing has killed not just federal, not just FCT, even onto the level of local government is happening. There are persons, if the local government wants to actually investigate their funds, they will get people caught. So many persons will be brought to book. And what this young man did, what the FCT minister did, is the best. Do you know what he did? He went back to the accounts to investigate. They began to investigate from these years. Nothing of such happened. So he went back to investigate through the account, through their file. There was nothing of such to prove. That is why he's saying, if you say you are doing this, prove yourself. The same thing to the bank. They have been doing business with their friends who are board members. They have been doing business with their friends. Where are they? Where did they land them now? Is it not shameful that a whole institution or a whole parastatal of such level are being sealed? It is shameful. It is. Banking, filling station. I'm not talking about that ones. There are so many of them that we are to seal. But what happened? I was meant to understand that the president has intervened. He has told, he went to him and has pleaded with him, what you're doing is right. But what you will do for me, because so many persons has called me, let it not be as if I heard and did not do anything. Okay. He has promised them, he said, okay, fine. He should give them, 14 days and 2 weeks, something of that kind. That's what the president pleaded with him to do, which he has accepted, that is giving them that time to make this payment, or they will take back this whole property. Okay,
quickly, I want to get your thoughts on a particular situation. The fact that the NAPTIP was owing, FRS was owing, the PDP Secretariat was owing, and the filling station, like at different, they weren't all at the same place.
Yes, they were in different locations.
Yes. So now the question is, this different parastatals, organizations, sectors and all of that, if I may put it in that term, but what is that move? I really don't know how to put it. It's not like those funds weren't there. NAPTIP, we know the role it plays. We know the role of the FIRS, the PDP secretariats, their allocations or revenue that the party generates. The filling station actually does, generate funds daily. What could be that move not to have paid rent for this really long period of time over the years?
I think it's because the right person has not emerged as the FCT minister. The right person have not emerged. There was this thing that they were doing before, which the FCT minister corrected. There's this thing they were doing before. What is that? Before, it is the department of the whatever FCT development, whatever, that gives approval, that gives letter, that gives almost a C of O. And from research, if you check other countries that were imitating, you will see that their own, it must be the FCT minister himself. Give it to Yosowike, he is intelligent. He's a man I admire. He is very, very intelligent. He knows how to do his thing. He knows how to hold his egg.
Okay, so in essence, you're trying to say that the FCT minister is actually the rights minister that could actually get to curtail all of those pending rents that,
he knows
position. He knows his role to play in that aspect.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's why this had to be brought
Yes,
to,
yes.
to at this point.
Yes.